Hey everyone, Kyle here. Starting an online store is still hard for most people because design, writing, and even setup can slow you down tremendously. In today's video, I'll show you how Storebuild.ai can spin up a Shopify store in just a matter of minutes with no coding or design skills needed. We'll cover the pros, the cons, and the smartest ways to use AI in your e-commerce business. That way you can scale faster and build a better, more sustainable business. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, artificial intelligence has become the standard in almost every business that you see in today's market, whether it's in the actual organization of the business, the logistics, the advertising, marketing, and in almost any sector you can think of, they are using artificial intelligence to get things done. Now, one of the hardest things to do, especially in e-commerce, is to get started in the first place. And trust me when I say this, there are tons of people out there who are interested in starting their own e-commerce store, but don't know what to do or how to do it. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use a tool called Storebuild.ai, which is basically a free way to build your Shopify store with artificial intelligence. So let's show you how it works. First things first, make sure you use that link down in the description. When you click that link, you should be brought to a page that looks something like this one. As you can see, you can create your Shopify store completely for free in just 5 minutes. You can start selling right now. It's that quick. We're going to go through step by step how to do this. So first thing we need to do is pick a niche. This is basically what your store is going to be about in the first place. This could be just about anything you can think of, but they have some very helpful categories that you can choose from. They have a clothing option, pets option, tech option, home option, sports option, or a need inspiration option. Now for the sake of this video, just to keep it as simple as possible, for the example we're going to use clothing. Now, once we've done all of that, we'll simply enter in our first name here, enter in our email address, and then a valid phone number. Now, once we hit that claim store button, it will then take us into the actual setup process inside of Storebuild.ai. As you can see, the first thing we're going to do here is pick a color. Now, this color is going to influence what the rest of our Shopify store will ultimately look like. We have a couple of different options we can choose from here. We have the orange option, the green option, the blue option, or the red option. Now for the sake of this video, I'm going to just go ahead and click on the green option. Then I'm going to hit the next button, which will give us a nice little check mark here, which will take us into step 2. Inside of step 2, we're going to be picking a banner for our Shopify store. They have a couple of pre-selected banners that we can choose from down here. They have this one, or this one. I'm going to go ahead and go with the default one just because I think it's the most relevant to our clothing store. I'll then hit the next button here, which will then say our AI is building your store. It'll just take a few moments here for everything to load up properly, and then we get that nice green check mark again. As you can see, it says your store is ready. All we have to do now is hit the Claim My Store button, which will then have us create our Shopify account. Now, this part is important. You need to make sure to create your Shopify account with the same email that you used to start with Storebuild.ai in the first place. Also, they have a very special promo going on right now where you can get started with Shopify for as cheap as possible for your first 3 months for only $1, which is just insane to think that you can get started for that cheap. So we'll go ahead and click on the Create Shopify account. We'll then enter in our email address right here, hit the Start Free Trial button, which will then take us into the Start Your Free Trial place where we'll enter in our password, hit the Create Shopify button, which will then have us get started completely for free. We have the option of getting started with that trial for only $1 for your first 3 months, which is a super good deal. Make sure to do this too, so that way you can actually have your Shopify store properly set up in the first place. As you can see, next set of questions here, they're going to ask us what we would like to sell. We can choose any of these. We're just going to say we're an online storefront. We'll hit the next button here, and then we'll basically select if we're a new or existing business. You can say pretty much whatever for this. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to just go ahead and say that we are a new business. I'll then hit the next button, which will take us to the very last question, which is basically what we plan on selling. And for the sake of this one, we'll say that we're selling clothing. So we'll just say that products that I buy or make myself. Then hit the next button, which will take us into our admin page. Now that we're inside of the admin page, we have a couple of different things we can choose from here. We can head over to the products tab, which will show us kind of what type of products we want to sell, as well as our customers, marketing, discounts, and anything else you can think of. If we want to start editing our Shopify store, we can go to that online store button. Let's head back to the create your Shopify account screen, hit next button here. And then inside of here, as you can see, you need to go back to our Shopify admin and go ahead and copy that URL and paste that URL into this little text box down here and hit the save button. Then we hit the next button here, which will take us into the final part here, which is adding our winning products. This is one of the biggest benefits of Storebuild.ai, which is basically that it automatically adds products that are trending and currently successful inside of the marketplace using something called Zendrop, which is one of the easiest ways to start adding products to your Shopify store in just a matter of seconds. All right, all I have to do now is hit the add winning products button, which will take me over to Zendrop, where I'll just hit the install button. Once I hit that install button, it'll take a few seconds to actually install it onto my Shopify store. I'll hit the install button one more time. And just like that, as you can see, we approved that subscription. Sounds all good. We add a quick credit card here. You are going to need a credit card to actually upload those products from Zendrop on your Shopify store, just so you guys have reference. Then you can hit this approve button, which will approve that credit card payment. Now that we have all of this ready to go, we'll hit the receive store button. Also, this part is very important. Make sure your Shopify subscription is valid. That way you actually get your store in the first place. Once again, you can just go with the basic monthly plan and take advantage of that $1 free trial for your first 3 months, which is super helpful. And then just like that, you should have an online storefront that's ready to go, pre-populated with winning products for your Shopify brand. This is one of the easiest ways to start selling products on Shopify in the quickest possible fashion. Plus, the fact that this builds out a complete storefront with you with the plugins already set up is a huge benefit. This is how tons of people out there are using artificial intelligence to create better Shopify stores just like this one. If you guys have any questions about this process, or if you want to get started for yourself, make sure you use that link down in the description or comment those questions down in the comment section. Also, make sure you like this video and hit the subscribe button so you never miss any of our future videos. But other than that, I'll see you guys in our next video.